An absolutely gorgeous day for baseball for a change, as the new Trier Trevians take on the Libertyville Wildcats in a non-conference game. Justin Romek, the pitcher today. Brian Murphy leading it off for the Libertyville Wildcats. Boy, you live all winter and spring just for a day like today. Ground ball, and Kevin Donnie scored over the can for the out, one away. And Ryan Greenberg, the batter. Yeah, strike on the outside corner. I know the reason why it's a beautiful day today, because it's my birthday in real time. Fouled off. Ryan Greenberg batting here. Romek delivers outside corner, fouled off. And well outside the ball. 1-2. Now they lock and load and outside. And the count evens up at deuces. Getting to the end of the regular season, not too far off. We don't have the regional sectional playoff pairings yet. We have who's playing where. That is to say, in what sectional pod, but there's a strike. And a ground ball. And a whoopsie by McNulty. And the error puts Daniel Marks aboard after Greenberg struck out. And Ben Kempler, the batter. And he sends one out of here. First pitch, gone. And it is 2-0. By Ben Kempler. Here's Jack Peterson. And the pitch outside of ball 1. They lock and they load and swing it a bit straight. And outside. So Jack Peterson bats with 2 runs in here. And a long fly ball. That's going to get over the head of the right fielder up against the fence on a bounce. And a double for Jack Peterson. And Tim Calamari, the batter. Darren Eos is the courtesy runner. That's a ball. They look back, the pitch, and that's low ball. 2 out. Now 2 runs in. And again, a costly error by the Trevians. There's a strike. And outside a ball. And a ground ball. Solo roller, pick up. Over to first. In time, and after a half inning of play, it's Libertyville 2, and the new Trier Trevians come into bat. And Dylan McGuire will lead it off for New Trier. McGuire, Can, and Donahue. And the first pitch, high and outside a ball. Ball one. And fly ball. Center fielder drifting over. And has it one-handed out in right center. One away. Here's Matt Can. First baseman for New Trier. Delivery. In there for a strike. And outside a ball, 1-1. And 1-1. I got it wrong. Ball 4. And Matt Can aboard via the walk. And Kevin Donahue, the batter. And ground ball, second baseman. Out at second. On to first, not in time. And the fielder's choice. Go to first, and it gets away. And over to second's going to go Donahue on the error. So Donahue at second. And Dylan Horvitz, the batter. So going to be a strike. They look around. And he took too long. Horvitz stepped out. High outside a ball. Donahue at second. Trevians chasing 2 runs. Foul ball back. And outside a ball. Bottom third of the batting order. Due up for Libertyville in the top of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and we're done with the first inning. And the end of 1, it's Libertyville 2 and New Trier nothing. And we'll be back with more. the home of high school sports. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Granting permission for underage drinking is never acceptable. A message in the public interest. From the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. And Trent Jean leading it off. Ball one from Justin Ramick. Now the delivery outside of ball. Now they look in the sign, and the offering is outside of ball. 3-0. And takes a strike on the outside corner. And fouled off. And a fly ball. That's going to be a gapper. Back to the fence. And on his way to third is Jean. Here comes the throw. And won't be in time. Triple to lead off the second inning. And Cullen fields the batter. And round ball. They try to go to third, and no, not in time. So score that as a fielder's choice. Runners at the corners. And Brant Kim, the batter. And takes a ball one. While McGuire saw Jane well off third base and dove for him and missed him. And pitch low ball. And scoop that fly ball. Going to drop in for the base hit. And another run for Libertyville. They lead at 3-0 now. And to second goes Colin Fields. And here is Brian Murphy. High and outside, ball one. And low ball. Robbie Pettis behind the plate today for New Trier. Low and outside of ball. And in there for a strike. And that one's a strike. For a change, the wind is not coming in off the lake today. Headed to the outfield. Ground ball. Out at second. Out at first, the double play. And two out. And Ryan Greenberg, the batter, runner at third. Now the time called. Now we're ready. And outside the ball, bounces away, but not far enough for the runner at third to come up. And a ball. And another one fall up. And ground ball, a little comebacker. Underhand toss to first. And we're done with the top half of the second. And it's a 3-0 ball game in favor of Libertyville, leading the new Trier Trevians. And Sean Duer leading it off for the Trevs. Duer, Will McNulty, and Mike Hurley due up. And a real nice crowd on hand today. Swing and a miss strike. Now the look in and the pitch on the way, and that's high a ball. And scooped in, and a base hit single to center for Sean Duer. So the runner aboard at first, and Will McNulty, the batter. And in there for a strike, strike one. Just a beautiful, beautiful evening. Delivery. Ground ball. First baseman out at second. Back to first in time. 3-6-3 double play. 2 down. And Mike Hurley, the batter. And a pitch high in the eyes. Ball one. To Hurley. And pitch low, ball. 2-0. To Mike Hurley, right fielder for New Trier. Low and outside a ball. And ball 4. So Hurley aboard and Robbie Pettis the batter. Trevian catcher today. And the pitch well outside, got away. Wild pitch, and Hurley over to second. In there for a strike. Looks like we're going to have a lengthy ball game today. The delivery. And that one's fouled off. A wind chill whacker back behind us. And so the ground ball, that's going to get through for the base hit. And the single by Pettis put runner at the corner. Courtesy runner over there is Carter Heisinger. So runners at the corners, and Eric Nicholas, the batter. And a strike on the outside corner. And right down the line, but that's going to go foul. The only time that New Trier has finished with a medal, ground ball, and shortstop long throw not in time. Little infield single and the run home. And a 3-1 ball game. Back top batting order and Dylan McGuire. The only 4 times that New Trier has ever finished with a medal have been under Coach Napoleon, who is now the winningest active coach in Illinois. At 806 wins, something like that. Up against the fence, it's a double, and this ball game's going to be all tied up as Dylan McGuire hits a gapper into left center that hops to the fence, and we are knotted up at 3. Here's Matt Can. And pitch high and outside a ball. Second inning. A 3-3 ball game now. And a ground ball. Right in front of second. Picked up by the shortstop. Over to first in time. But at the end of 2, it's New Trier 3 and Libertyville 3. And we'll be back. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 3rd inning. Now each team with the identical 3 runs on 4 hits with an error. And Daniel Marks leading it off. And he's got a base hit up over right center over the second baseman. And runner aboard. And Ben Kempler, the batter. He's the one that popped one out of here in the first. Blast to right field. And a ground ball to Hopper. Out at second. Out at first and the DP. The 2 away. And here's Jack Peterson. Romick delivers high and outside the ball. And the offering is also outside. Second one. Do it out. Outfield playing straight away. Infield at normal depth. 2 out. Nobody on. And low and outside a ball. 3, 4, and 5 do it for the Trevians, bottom half of the third. In there for a strike. And a little comebacker on the reach out. Over to first, and we're done with the top half of the third. Ball game all knotted up. And Kevin Donahue leading it off for New Trier in the bottom half of the inning. Donahue, Horvitz, and DeWare do up. Outside of ball one. The delivery, and that's low ball. And swinging a bit, straight. Went fishing at the Skokie Lagoons up high. And a fly ball. Center fielder on his giddy up. Racing back. Reaches up and takes it for the out. One away. Here's Dylan Horvitz. And a pitch low ball. And a little foul tip. Got a little piece of it. Squibbed it off the end of the bat. And a fly ball. Right fielder on his giddy up, but foul. Right down the line. Had home run distance, but foul. And fished it a little bit. Fly ball, center right fielder over. Has it for the out. 2 down. And Sean DeWare, the batter. Sean singled his first time up, batting here in the bottom of the third. Here's a strike. The lock and load has scooped in, and a fly ball. And a sensational catch by the right fielder. And that'll do it. Trevians go 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the third. And the end of 3, it's tied up at 3. We'll be back. The home of high school sports. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Cheer for your team, not against your opponent. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning in a 3-3 ball game. And Tim Calamari, the batter. And foul ball. Inside corner for a strike. Now the pitch well outside the ball. New Trier in Libertyville. They used to start the season off football-wise with the 2. And it's a ball that gets past Nicholas out there in center. And into second with the double goes Calamari. Here's Trent Jane. He had a triple his last time up. New Trier and Libertyville used to start their football seasons playing each other. And they've been playing baseball off and on for, I'll say, the last about 15 years, I would guess. Something like that. Here's the strike. 1-2. And the other school in the district with Libertyville, Vernon Hills, is moving over to the Central Suburban League. Outside of ball. As Waukegan moves into the league with Warren and Stevenson and Libertyville. And ball 4. So 2 on. And Cullen Fields the batter. Nobody out. Justin Rummock gets the sign from Robbie Pettis. And the pitch. And a sacrifice attempt. A little butt. Foul. Infield pulled in at the corners. Outfield playing, or the middle of the infield play normal depth. A little bunt pick up by Pettis. Throw to first. And that was McNulty covering. And they got him. So good job on the sacrifice. That was a quadruple. The square corner. And that ball falling in. Nice job by Pettis picking it up. At least he didn't have to knock all the hands away to do it. So runners at second and third. And Brant Kim, number 9 in the batting order, is at plate. Now the pitch and a high pop-up. Foul, and McNulty over has it. And quickly in, and wise thing they held the runners at third. And second. 2 out. And back to the top of the order, Brian Murphy, the batter. And slow little ground ball. Pick up, throw to first, and we're done with the top of the 4th. Halfway home win the ball game. In a 3-3 tie. And Will McNulty will lead it off. And first pitch inning, ground ball. And the first baseman will take it himself for the out. 1 away. Here's Mike Hurley. He walked back in the second inning. Scored 1 of the 3 runs the Trevians plated that inning. Now the delivery low and outside a ball. In our 27th year of sports coverage for New Trier. Here's a strike. Outside the ball. And that's going to drop in for the base hit. In center, a little triangle shot between the three fielders. And Robbie Pettis, the batter. Goes to bunt, and it's going to work. Sacrifice moves the runner. And Hurley on at second. Here's Eric Nicholas. Here's a strike. His single brought home the first run for the Trevians. And then he came home on the double by Dylan McGuire. And a high pop-up. Everybody giving chase and not going to get to it. Dropped in for the single. And that brings home a run again. Another run. So Eric Nicholas with the single. Brings home the run. And Dylan McGuire, the batter. He doubled his last time up to the fence. And tries to bunt his way on and fouls one up. So the Trevians have taken the lead here. And pitch high a ball. And the pitch is low ball. Nicholas with the lead off first. And right through the hole. Or sort of through the hole. Left side of the infield. The single by McGuire. And Matt Can, the batter. And it's now 4-3, New Trier leading. Yeah, fly ball. Center fielder go back and reaches up and takes it for the out. And we are done with 4. And New Trier leading this one 4-3. We'll be back. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Well, after a very slow start, we've now picked things up a little bit. Top of the 5th inning. And our new Trier emblem out there at Deadaway Center. And our center fielder, too. That's Ryan Greenberg, the batter. And strike. Kasaramix settled down after a rocky start. And pitch low ball. And fouled away. And strike three. Caught him on the inside corner. Dropped it in, and Daniel Marks the batter. And low ground ball. Over to first. They got him. Took a little effort to stretch out a little bit by Ken, and 2 down. And then Kempler, the batter, and a ground ball. To McGuire, over to Ken for the out. And 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Go to the bottom half of the frame. And Kevin Donahue, the batter. Donahue, Horvitz, and Duer do up. 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Outside a ball. And low and outside ball. Ball 3. I'll make it a straight. And the count's gone blackjack, I believe. Kevin Donahue. Outside the ball, and it's 3-1. Donahue. And ball 4. So Donahue aboard. And Dylan Horvitz, the batter. And some of the True Blue Trevian crew here today. Part of the green team, they call them. And fouled off. Whoa, hello. Waking me up. My birthday gift. Outside a ball. Time called. Got crossed up a little bit on the side. Outside a ball. Down to first, runner back. Outside the ball. They lock and load and got a little piece of it on a hit and run play. And to pitch to Horvitz. High pop-up. Coming back. And nope, catcher's not going to get it. I think that screen got in the way a little bit. Crossed him up a little bit. Down to first. Donahue back. And ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out, and Sean Duer, the batter. And Francis Fay running for Horvitz over at first. Bottom of the fifth. And the bunt, and it is a beauty. Everyone's going to be safe. The sacrifice turns into a bunt base hit. Perfectly laid. And the bases are loaded. And here is Ryan Ackray. And a strike one. And a ball inside. Bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss, straight. Ackray batting for Will McNulty with the bases loaded. Yeah, fly ball. Left fielder makes the catch. The throw, and nope. The loft mark. And on the bounce away, the runners advance on up. And the Trevians got another run. Here's Mike Hurley. Hurley been on base twice, once via walk, once via hit, and has scored 2 runs. Runners with the lead. Infield pulled in, looking for a play at the plate. And foul ball. Right down the line. And a line shot. That's going to drop in for the base hit out in center. That will score 1. Francis Fay, and over to third goes Duer. So runners at the corners, and Robbie Pettis the batter. Half swing, fouled it off. Tried to bunt. Nope. Throw in there. Throw to first, runner back. Duer at third, Hurley at first. And Pettis sends a windshield whacker back into the parking lot behind us. And a ball. Curved around the plate, but moved late. And a line shot. Caught by the second baseman. And dead to rights was Hurley for the out. But the Trevians pick up another 2 and lead it 6-3 at the end of 5. We'll be back. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Drive now, text later. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning, and Jack Peterson leads it off for the Wildcats. High and outside a ball. Romick has gone the distance here in the 6th inning after a rocky start. He's given up only 2 hits after the first 2 innings. And scooped at, fly ball. Nicholas over, has it for the out. 1 down. And Tim Calamari, the batter. Here you see the state runner-ups from 1999 and 2007. That 99 group was basically the same one in 2000 that won state. So they went 15 of 16 in the 2 years in the playoffs. Outside of ball. And that 2000 team, 2007 team was a team that had all kinds of talent. And just a fantastic pitching staff on that group. Had 4 Division I pitchers. Fly ball on the giddy up. This time the left fielder over and has it for the out. And well outside the ball. Robbie Pettis working behind the plate. Trent Jane, the batter. And lowing away a ball. And a fly ball. Left fielder started back, then comes in and has it easily for the out. Hung up there long enough for him to take it. And we go 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats at the top of the 6th. Go to the bottom half of the frame. And New Trier leading 6-3. And Eric Nicholas leading it off. Low and outside of ball 1. And scooped at and drops in for the base hit. Leadoff single by Nicholas. And Dylan McGuire, the batter. McGuire 2 for 3 on the day. Down to first, runner back. And a high bounder. It was a contact play. Got the runner over. 6-3 on the putout. And Matt Can, the batter. So Nicholas at second. Can goes to bunt. But it falls. Strike. Outside of ball. And we're fouled off. Ground ball, foul. Here the state championship. Up there, 2000, 2009. Ground ball, second baseman. Over to first and on to third goes Nicholas. 2000 team, sometimes called the Matt Loddick group. 2009 team, now called the Charlie Tilson group, although he was only a sophomore on that team. Here's a fly ball. Back goes the left fielder. Not going to be able to get to it. And the double by Kevin Donahue. And the run home. And it is a 7-3 ball game. And here is Dylan Horvitz outside the ball. Horvitz walked and scored his last time to the plate. Or the pinch runner scored for him. And there's a fly ball. That's going to be a gapper out there in right center. And boom, base of the fence. And the double by Horvitz. And another run home. And it is an 8-3 ball game. And here's Sean Dwyer. Strike on the inside corner. Add the letters. All those state championship games, the 2000 and the 2009 games, are on our YouTube affiliate, Great Games of the Past. And strike three. And we're done with 6. The new Trier Trevians leading Libertyville 8-3 as we go to the 7th. We'll be back with more. You are watching the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Be supportive, not intrusive. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 7th inning. And Colin Fields leads it off. Facing Jack Falk on in relief. Here to finish this game off. Romick went 6 innings. And after giving up 4 hits in there's a base hit. Nice try by McNulty, but leadoff single. And Brent Kim, the batter, after giving up 3 runs and 4 hits in the first 2 innings, he gave up only 2 hits the rest of the way. And set him down in order in the 5th and 6th. There's a strike to Brent Kim, number 9 in the batting order for the Libertyville Wildcats. The television guy for Libertyville was a former Evanston guy. He did color commentating for me on a New Trier Evanston game, and he kept on having problems calling them Wildcats and Wildkits. These are the Wildcats. And Kim down on strikes. Murphy tries the bunt, goes foul. And popped up, fly ball, and giving chase, and whoopsie. And over to third will go Fields. And into second goes Murphy on the error out in center. Outside of ball. So runners at second and third and 1 out. And Ryan Greenberg, the batter. And low and away a ball. In there for a strike. Jack Falk on the mound, trying to finish this one off. Blackjack on the count. And so a little ground ball. Check the runner at third. And out. 5-3 on the put out. 2 down. And Daniel Marks, the batter. Boy, that runner at second was almost 3/4 of the way to third. Not you want to throw out there, but he had a free ride. Ground ball, shortstop. Donahue over the can, and the ball game is all over, and the Trier Trevians win this one 8-3. And we'll be back in just a moment to wrap this ball game up. The Metro Chicago Sports Network affiliates include New Trier Television, Comcast Northern Cook County, Highland Park Access in southeastern Lake and northeastern Cook County, AT&T Uverse, WOW, RCN Cable, and selected games on YouTube. Respect. Sportsmanship. Citizenship. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Final word on this ball game for the New Trier Trevians. 8 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors in the brackets, 1 in the first and 1 in the 7th. They were struck out just twice, walked 4 times, and 6 left on base. I just noticed all except the 1 in the first, so 3 of the 4 that walked scored for New Trier. For Libertyville, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 3 times, walked just 1, and also Libertyville left 6 on base. So that'll do it for us for this ball game. Stick around for more baseball all during the spring and summer, and for sports all season long here on the network. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.